We have a repeat guest today, Andrei Ilinskii, whom we featured for the first time as part of TGV Global Speaker Festival series, is back with another interesting topic. And last time he spoke about low code, no code platforms and how they are revolutionizing the tech industry and changing the landscape of businesses out there. And this time, he is going to talk about the influence and impact of artificial intelligence on no code. So, before we get into the conversation, here's an exciting twist as always. So, Andre, I'm going to kick off the first rapid fire round of random words. And again, this time the words are different. If you are ready, let's get started. Shall we do it?
Let's get started. Hello, everyone. It's good to be back.
Okay,
Good to be with you, Naveen, again.
Artificial intelligence, AI.
AI, future.
Programming language.
The background.
Computer.
Tool.
Leadership.
Leadership. Forward movement.
Okay, next one is guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. Strange. I don't know how to describe it because guilty and what can be the pleasure.
Something
of
like
guilty.
pizza or having drinks, which gives you guilt but pleasure at the same time, right? Which you don't want to do it but you like do it.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Okay, next one is aliens.
Aliens. Definitely maybe.
Role model.
Role model. Mind settings.
Technology.
Inventions.
Okay, the last one is place or location.
Place, location. I don't know. The place where you are.
Okay, all right. Great. Thanks for participating in the first rapid fire round. And there is one more interesting rapid fire round towards end of the episode. And folks, welcome to the Guiding Voice podcast series where we embark on transformative conversations for a better future. I'm your host Naveen Samala, dedicated to making the world a better place through valuable discussions that add value not only to your life but also to your career. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Andre, hearty welcome to TGV. Welcome back. How are you doing today?
Glad to be back. I'm fine. Thank you. Working. Anytime working.
Awesome. So from the last time we met, this is the difference. We launched our TGV Inspiring Lives Volume 2 and it is available in 150 plus countries across the globe. And it is doing really well, wherein we have crafted 23 stories out of 570 plus guests we have interviewed in the span of
it sounds awesome, man.
8 months. Okay, so you'll find some inspirational stories out there. And yeah, I'm doing very well as well. And let's get started. So, Andre, please tell us what are two things that you would do differently in your past if you were given a chance. And when I say differently, it could be anything related to your professional aspect or anything related to personal aspect. Pretty much open.
Should I give two stories related only with the job or generally?
Job, anything, I'm absolutely fine.
Well, to be honest, if I speak about my job, I think I have no one case I would like to change.
Okay.
I think everything that I've had in my past played a constant role in my nowadays and probably in my future. So I don't regret about something. If to speak about my life generally, well, probably, yeah, I have two stories I regret about. The first story was that I didn't go to study the master degree to Germany in 2016 or 2017. I don't remember. I had such an opportunity, but I skipped this. And the second story, which is directly related with the first one, I regret about my marriage.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And Andrew, now let's talk about AI in no-code platforms. So how can we leverage artificial intelligence in building no-code platforms?
I would like to correct your question because AI, I can't say that AI can effectively help you to build something with no code or low code.
Okay.
It's like an additional AI serves in this process, like some kind of additional tool, which optimize the working process of the product you've built. Of course, yeah, in some sense, you can, let's say, write a question to the, let's say, ChatGPT to ask him, write me the structure of my future product. And it will give you some text structure of code structure, how it might be built, or it can write some instructions for you, how it would be more officially built. Not the structure, but structure actually is the structure of your product. What screens might be, what the content might be on the screen. So it would be some kind of recommendations from AI to you. But the topic I would like to speak about today, and actually I'd like to promote a product which we are creating right now, which is based on the combination of no code tool and AI.
No.
So this is some kind of the cooperation of these two technologies, which allows to create absolutely modern and new type of product.
Okay. So before we talk about your product, I'm interested, like, what triggered the integration or amalgamation of no code and AI?
Would you be so kind to specify your question? What exactly would you like to hear from me?
See, like, you have already built no code platform, and why you wanted to integrate artificial intelligence into that?
To answer this question, actually, I already have started to promote my product because it will be a good example to answer your question. If you don't mind, I'd like to follow this way. So the product I'm creating right now, we are at the stage of creation the MVP version, as well as the preparation of the pitch deck and searching for potential investors. So we have created the mobile app, which creates the fairy tales for kids. To give some details to answer your question, the front end and the back end of the basic processes were built on Flutter low-code tool, and actually the mechanics of creation the stories is on the side on the AI. So AI participates in this process to create the unique stories.
Got it. And did you
so this is the answer on your question why? Because what options did we have at the start? So we have learned the market for this type of products, and we discovered that there are several mobile apps and web apps which provides you such an opportunity to read some tales, stories, and so on. But the key point is that they full of preliminarily uploaded stories in the database. So it means that somebody has taken the existing stories, I don't know, let's say some classical literature, for example, or some writers has written their own stories, and after that, the owners of these mobile apps has uploaded these stories in the database. And we were thinking in a way, and what about if the user could receive an absolutely online unique stories? Something like you choose something in the settings you would like. What would you like to get? Let's say you choose the genre, you write the name of your character, you write the name of the universe where the action will take place, and after that, something, by saying something I mean AI, can create you absolutely unique story with unique details, with unique chapters, with unique plots, movements, unique takeaways. So that's why the concept of the product was that way.
Okay, got it. And what kind of challenges did you face while building this product?
That's a good question. We faced with some disadvantages of AI, what it has at the current moment. First of all, if you want to create something very unique, you need to teach the AI to give it some samples. Let's say you push the button, create the story, and any story it creates will start with the phrase, once upon a time in a kingdom, blah, blah, blah. and so on. And it will always do the same way because it was taught the same way by the creators of, let's say, ChatGPT. We use ChatGPT in our mobile app. So you need always to upload some extra information to the database of ChatGPT to teach it how it should create the story. By the way, if we speak about the conception of our product, this mobile app has created the fairy tales for kids. So if we speak about the kids, some type of content should be eliminated. Let's say AI cannot create for the kids stories about murdering, drugs, people sailing, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it also should be taken into account what information should be excluded from the text basis which AI used to create in the story. The third one issue we faced was the optimization of its working. By saying that, I mean how fast it creates stories. When we started to create this, our first MVP version were built on Flutter Flow database, and it took a lot of time to get the signal from ChatGPT to Flutter Flow backend to create any chapter. It took approximately from 40 to 60 seconds for creating one chapter, one chapter of text and picture content. So last week we have replaced it at our own database to the code server. And so currently it works much faster. It takes now something like 15 or 20 seconds. So that were,
Yeah, Andrew, one thing, like if we consider the world out there, right? Everybody is talking about the pros majorly, the positive aspects of using AI. But I'm interested to understand from you, since you are using AI in no-code platforms, will there be any negative consequences of this one?
You mean the consequences of developing the AI in general?
Yeah.
For our human being? It's a good question. Recently, I have started to rewatch the Matrix movies. And, I find this topic very complicated. Which way the story may go. And I wouldn't say that the scenario of the Matrix movies is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so. I don't know, really, dude. I hope the best.
Okay. Yeah, let us see how these things and trends are going to evolve from the cons perspective. And it has been fabulous conversation, and again a lot of insights so far. And it's time for us to add some more spice and some more excitement to the episode. So if you're ready, let's kick off the second rapid fire round.
Okay.
Okay, comes the first question. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Einstein. Einstein, definitely. Yeah. Because I'm very interested in his theory about time, dimensions. So I would like to understand it better. Yeah. I like this. I like this this topic of the science. I find it absolutely interesting.
Yeah, good one. And here comes the next one. What is the most unusual talent or skill you possess that people might not know about? Any unusual talent?
Unusual talent?
Talent.
Talent. My talent?
Yeah.
Well, I won't be shy, and I say that it's my skill of being empathic. To show the empathy. I guess it's also a skill. Not everyone can do this.
Yeah. And nowadays there is a lot of demand for empathetic leaders or leadership. Good one. I liked it. And here comes the next one. If you could swap lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be and what would you do?
What character I'd like to be?
Yeah.
Character. Hard to answer this question. I'm quite satisfied with the fact who I am, and I think I wouldn't like to be someone else.
Fair enough. If you had a time machine and could witness and could witness any event in history, what would it be?
Definitely, I would like to go to the future, not to the past. And I'd like to see the era when we conquer the space, when we start traveling to other planets. Like we can travel now to any countries easily. So I'd like to see the era when the human being become the creatures which live not only on the Earth, when we spread among the galaxy. I'd like to.
Okay.
I'd like to get to the time when you, let's say, can offer me, hey Andrew, let's go to the Mars for the weekend, and I say, oh yes, sure, man, why not?
Yeah, that is so interesting. I think
it's bloody awesome.
I concur. And what is the weirdest food you have ever eaten, and did you like it?
Well, I'll give my compliment to your culture. I was very surprised with the Indian cuisine.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried it once a couple of years ago in Russia, in St. Petersburg, in one Indian restaurant, and it was delicious. I've never tried before. I was surprised by this combination of different tastes, especially the spicy taste, of course. But I find it normal for me because I've heard such an opinion from different people that the Indian food, this is one of the most spicy food
Yes.
Ever existed, and they found it too much for them. And for me, it was normal, and all in all, it was nice.
Yeah, you should taste South Indian food, especially the place where I am. It is the spiciest across the country, and yeah, good one. So here comes
the spiciest among the spices.
Yes, spices among the spices.
Wow. Okay, I'll remember.
Yeah, sure. Here comes the last bullet. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be, and what would your superhero name?
Yeah, I have an idea. I would like to get into the thoughts of people and change their thoughts, to reprogram them. Like, you are one kind of individual. I have changed something in your mind and you become another person. So change the personality of persons. That's my answer.
Okay, and what will be the
and my name would be a Person Breaker.
Person Breaker. Interesting
I
thought.
would be an antagonist. I would be antagonist hero.
Okay, great. So yeah, I love the rapid fire and with some funny and interesting answers. And let's flip back to the mainstream. Here comes my last question. So how do you think AI is going to disrupt the tech industry in a positive way?
Well, first of all, it optimizes a lot of processes. I have discovered one cool function of ChatGPT, and I used it once. Very cool thing. So some video calls too can be integrated with the ChatGPT, and ChatGPT creates you the short summary of the talk when you finish it.
Yeah.
So you record the call, then ChatGPT analyzes it and provides you the takeaways of this talk. It's very awesome thing. There is no need, having a business call with someone to see it and to write down some important points. So AI do it instead of you. It's awesome. By the way, how it will influence else, it provides you very fast the big data of information. It analyze and structure this information. By the way, as I told you, the example of my product I'm building right now, it already has, I would say at this moment, it's very simple, maybe primitive, but I think in some years it will be better. It has some kind of inspiration to create something unique, to make some experiments with the context, with the text, and so on. So it has some potential, I see.
Even I see great potential. I think it is going to change the face and dynamics of every possible industry. And
it will.
Yeah. And Andrei, thank you so much for joining me once again and sharing your valuable insights. And really appreciate you taking time for this.
It was pleasure for me.
All right, thank you. And it was a pleasure hosting Andrei. And friends, That was our second episode with Andrei Ilinskii. And before we jump into the fun trigger section, we have a quick request. In case if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to our podcast, The Guiding Voice, from wherever you have tuned in. Because subscribing keeps you updated on new episodes. And also, if you have tuned in from Apple or Spotify, request you to hit the follow button and provide your rating or review so that it will help us reach wider audience. And also, if you have enjoyed this conversation and found it useful, please share with at least three of your friends or colleagues who would also like TGV, the guiding voice. So please spread the knowledge and help others grow just like you. Now let's hop into the trivia segment. So today's trivia segment is about artificial intelligence and how it is going to disrupt other industries. Now that we have had amazing conversation with Andre, he had mentioned how his app is leveraging AI in terms of building no-code platforms. I would like to talk about few other fields where artificial intelligence is widely used. And first one is about AI and mental health. Artificial intelligence is increasingly being used to improve mental health diagnosis and treatment by analyzing patterns in speech, text, and behavior to provide personalized support and counseling. Second is about artificial intelligence in renewable energy. AI is revolutionizing the renewable energy sector by optimizing energy production, storage, and distribution, leading to increased efficiency and sustainability in harnessing solar, wind, and other renewable sources. Third is about artificial intelligence in wildlife conservation. So, AI is playing a pivotal role in wildlife conservation efforts by monitoring endangered species and tracking animal movements and combating poaching through the use of AI powered drones, cameras, and data analysis algorithms. So, likewise, if you are aware of how artificial intelligence is disrupting any other fields, especially the less known or the less popular fields, please let me know about those details in the form of comments if you are watching it on YouTube, or if you have found this episode on some social media platforms, you can comment there as well. So that's it for today. Folks, thank you once again for tuning in and also for being part of our awesome TGV community. We would love to hear from you. So do not hesitate to share your ideas and feedback either through social media, or you can email us at theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com. Theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com, and for as in digit 4 and you as letter U. So let's create content that resonates with you. I'm your host Naveen Samala, a lifelong learner, and my goal is to have impactful conversations that improve not only your life but also your career. So until next time, take care and stay inspired. Remember, future holds great things because the best is yet to come. So folks, goodbye for now. See you in the next episode with another amazing guest. Take care.